Alright, looking at the stream, looks like we're on Twitch now, so hi and welcome to this Battletech Career Mode Let's Play. We're on the planet Islet in Torian space, and we've got one contract available to us. And that is a favour to regret. It is a 4.5 star Martian battle versus a pirate lance. And it looks like we're going to be taking on at least two groups of bad guys. So let's get to it. Salvage is probably good to get here. Let's go to the max. And we need to refit that archer before we leave the system. We can get to that before we jump. But we've got plenty of things available to us, and this is, I think, an entirely reasonable lance to take on the mission. We're going to have the usual problems. For a Martian environment, there's not going to be that much cover. Just the odd dust cloud to hide in. We're not too maneuverable, so it's going to be difficult for us to use terrain to block line of sight. What we do have going for us is that our formexes are just monsters. We generate loads of resolve, so we will be headshotting and center torso sniping as much as possible.
Command interface initiated.
Okay, enemies detected in the area. Intel reports that the pirates sent a pretty serious Lancer mix. Also keep an eye out for harassing units from the locals.
All the terraforming in the world couldn't help this place.
So our enemy Lance is here-ish. Now we might be able to move up into the cover here and then trigger them. Where do I think reinforcements are coming from? Well, they're probably not coming from here. And we also have cover over here. We get all the way into the other corner. And I feel like those local reinforcements probably come in from over here. So let's not have them behind us, and let's work our way up through the cover on this side.
Roger that. Moving out. Onward.
We can skirt the cover here because we're not in range and just run up along here. Be a bit further away from where they think they will be, so we don't trigger them. That's fine.
Acknowledged. Aye, aye.
We'll stay out of the rough terrain so we can move faster. Still not running into them. Alright, so Apex in that first. Let's just move you up to here.
Copy that.
Okay, we don't trigger them like that. Sprint King Wolf to here. Still don't trigger them.
On my way. Moving to position.
Alright, let's go with King Wolf in those last rights. I don't know if we go up there that we can get down. Kind of feel here's the best thing, and then we can get back into cover if we need to. Alright. So we've run into a Cyclops. And we've got an 80-ton mech over there. So Apex here, we can shoot with Gauss rifles.
Waiting for orders.
I need to move forward if I want to have shots on my AC-10, so I think we can move and brace here. Work our way around to this cover. We do have those Gauss rifles as an option, so I'm going to brace with Apex here. The King Crab I want to get a little bit closer to for its weapons. So we're going to move and brace. And we'll let as many of them have goes as we can before us. So that's an elite scout Cyclops. He does have some damage reduction. I want him to shoot first and not have any damage reduction just to maximize my chances of taking his head clean off. So we're going to reserve a deck. Only King Wolf is a little vulnerable, and he does at least have 5 evasion. And the hit defense gyro makes him slightly difficult to tag, so this Cyclops may only fire one thing at him. Oh, doesn't even do that.
I will be done.
So Ek, if we're just shooting, we have a really low chance to hit.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, so King Wolf can move and get into cover, so let's do that.
Heading out.
What are our numbers like? Not great. I'm turning off the medium lasers, so don't want to build too much heat. We're just going to trim some evasion off this Cyclops. So we've got Ek in the Annihilator, Noble and this King Crab.
On my way.
I don't think anyone's got vision to us, so we can drop. Not build up any heat, put some damage in, and get rid of some more evasion.
Target confirmed.
Solid hits all on that side, which is good. All right,
Ready for orders.
Ek, I like you having a chance now. Headshot that Cyclops. Not great numbers to hit, but if we do and something connects with the head, that Cyclops is down.
Bon appetit.
There we go.
Hope we can salvage that.
Headshots always seem to cause some lag. Yeah, they got their awesome 8T running in. And King Wolf was in cover, so we don't have to worry too much about that. Alright, Apex. Can't shoot from here.
Move order confirmed.
Might attack just on the off chance that a Gauss rifle hits the center torso and crits that LRM ammo.
Confirmed.
No, the Gauss rifles hit on the side.
Damn, let's do this.
So it's round to us. Ek goes first. We do have plenty of resolve.
I'm your spaniel.
The downside with Ek shooting is that those ultra autocannons are still 80% to hit, even with the refire. Let's keep moving then. Well, I might even move up here just for that elevation bonus. Get 85%.
Rolling.
And we're in gold range. So that's looking pretty good for getting us another mech.
Cry havoc.
Okay, nothing hits the head.
The Cobra strikes.
They're unsteady though, and they're having a bad time. We don't have the resolve now for another precision strike, sadly. Like there's an 8Q back there, possibly a Manticore.
Light damage. Holding firm.
So we can knock him down.
Receiving you.
King Wolf from here again. I think we're okay to just cut loose with these. We'll knock him down, try and take his head off with full shots when he's prone.
Copy that.
Over he goes. That center torso is exposed. So if we don't cold shot him, oh yeah, King Wolf is an ace pilot. I don't think there's much benefit to moving. We could do this, I suppose.
Roger that.
Get some evasion. Of course, they get straight back up. It's unfortunate. Okay, they back up.
Yes, Commander.
Down to Noble then to pursue. And we can go with all these. Well, we do clip the head, but we also destroy the center torso, so
Enemy down.
that's down. We're out of combat. We're also out of cover, which is not really ideal, but we'll see what the enemy does. They've got to establish line of sight with us. So the next thing we could do is try and push forwards around into this cover with Apex.
Moving out.
We don't really have anything to work with over here. So I think we're just going to move. Okay, so we tag them there. Ek, I'm happy to sprint over here. And Noble in this King Crab. I want her to be a bit closer to be in range of some SRMs.
Come on, people, let's make it happen.
I will reserve with X, see what happens. We've got 95 and 80 ton mechs coming up. And I guess is the 8Q
Awaiting orders.
Apex. We can sprint into cover. We don't get line of sight when we do that. So we've got King Wolf here at the front.
Coordinates received.
He can get us line of sight to that, awesome. Race.
Commander.
Noble and this King Crab can now move up, and we'll see. We will be out of SRM range, which is not ideal for headhunting. So we've got enough resolve for 2 precision strikes.
I'm ready.
What about Ek? Ek does have range, so
Yes, Commander.
I think I'm going to vigilance, and we're going to sprint up. Want to get an SRM range.
Picking up a new sensor trace.
Okay, there's their
Looks like enemy
reinforcements.
reinforcements.
And here's their Banshee. Swing and a miss on Noble. Ek, let's get you forward to here.
I'm your spaniel.
And can we... Not a very good Banshee, is it? It's the 3M. See if we can... Oh, you're... So that awesome has damage reduction, so that's not a good candidate for a headshot. We are going for the Banshee then. Precision strike. Off with his head. Oof, no. Didn't get him. New round. I wonder how that Banshee's got a move of 4. Might be able to punch. I think I probably want to back off with Noble. We don't have damage reduction, so this isn't ideal. But we haven't really taken much damage. I'll go sideways on. And let's see if we can put that Banshee down. Okay, we managed to completely avoid... Oh no, we did land a missile on the head. Didn't hit him with any of the big guns, unfortunately. Okay, it's a Shrek back there. Okay, and here comes their 8Q. Okay, he gets a little bit of damage in on Noble. We can live with it though.
Standing by.
So Apex from here, let's put some firepower into the side of this Banshee.
Take that.
Okay, and a solid hit on Apex.
Barely hit, Commander.
Commander?
So Ek, I'm going to turn off the Ultra ACs, spare some heat, and we'll just chuck these into the Banshee, see if we get lucky and put it down.
Locked on target.
We hit a leg.
Take that.
So King Wolf, it's over to you.
Taking the shot. Mech destroyed.
So that's only one Banshee part so far.
No retreat.
Okay, so Ek gets to go again. That awesome has no damage reduction. Now's the perfect time to try and take off its head.
Firing all weapons.
There we go.
That's a kill.
Aye, aye.
So we are just going to move up
On my way.
and brace.
Ready for orders. On my way.
Oh, this is their local support. Looks like a load of vehicles.
Confirmed. Come on, people, let's make it happen.
So all 8... we got a 60-ton back there. We haven't been peppered with RMs, so I'm assuming that's an SRM carrier. Maybe a Manticore or a Bulldog.
I'm here.
Yeah, I think with Ek, To be relevant, we probably have to sprint in now. Vehicles are just bimbling around a bit. We have to go.
Commander?
Okay, so King Wolf can get vision. We're definitely going to be using vigilance here. That is our right arm. So we want to go left side on if we can.
I copy.
Demolisher, not great. Demolisher, also slightly scary. Let's save the resolve for another vigilance for Noble, I think. Just let this guy have it. Too much damage for that guy.
Reporting. Enemy vehicle eliminated.
This Demolisher gets to go next, though. It's a Lancer as well, so he can breaching shot with an AC-20. And does. And we are very lucky. Well, we're pretty lucky that doesn't hit the head, because breaching shot AC-20s can just completely clean your clock.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, Noble can get up
Yes,
there
Commander.
and get a shot off. Can vigilance. And here comes the pain.
Giving them everything I've got. Reporting vehicle destroyed.
Demolishers can dish it out, but at this level they just can't take it. Alright.
Commander.
Apex, we can vigilance as well, so let's do that. And then let's sprint and see what we've got there. The Shrek. There's a 60-ton vehicle. Oh, it's a Bulldog. Okay, don't have to worry too much then. Lots of weapons getting through to do full damage. Let's make sure this Shrek doesn't get the opportunity to shoot.
Hot damn, let's do this. Move her down.
That's good. These guys look like they're having a little bit of a conference, don't they? Let's see. Noble or King Wolf?
Standing by.
I think King Wolf. Let's push up here. And this should be it. May as well precision strike just to up the numbers. We have to take off a couple of medium lasers. Try and make sure everything goes into that side. There we go.
Vehicle trashed.
Mission successful.
Well, that's irritated the pirates. Okay, so what can we do mech-wise? One and 2 and 3 for the Sea Cyclops, I think. Yeah. That, so then we're going to be on 3 Cyclops parts and 2 8Q parts, so we'll have a chance of making that. I mean, there is some good stuff in the salvage pool. But we'll go with the mech parts, see what we just roll, actually. Oh, we got that nice AC-10, AC-20 rather. Not really using them at the moment. All right, so Let's check out our mech warriors.
I live to serve.
So we're using Ek, who can get gunnery 9. Let's do that.
Confirmed, Commander.
Aye, aye.
And we were using Apex, who gets all 10s.
Mech warrior training complete.
Good to go.
We should be able to level up King Wolf a bit, so that gets him the recoil penalty reduction. Actually useful for sticking him in the AC-10 one. Yeah, let's go for that, and then we'll get his gunnery to 8, and then we'll push for piloting 10.
Training complete.
That's Apex, Ek, King Wolf, and we had Noble in there as well.
Yes, Commander.
Who gets her last 10?
Confirmed, Commander.
That went pretty well. Right. Let's have a look at the store. So this is pretty serious. We've got 23,175 for an Atlas 2, complete with pulse lasers, large lasers, double heat sinks. So those double heat sinks are good as well as just the sheer amount of usable tonnage in this monster. Can we make like 14.5 million from selling stuff? Selling a Banshee's not a bad start. Selling a Black Knight's pretty good as well. Get away with a crab. And a fire starter. There are 2 fire starters if we need to. We do have one that we're using. A grasshopper. Griffin 1S. And we're using, I think it's probably we're using a 733P. We're using 2 Kintaras at the moment, so I can sell a third. And equally, we're using 2 Jennas at the moment, so I could sell that one. Sell the Locust 1M, not that that gets as much. And a 1V. We've got a 1K and a 1V Orion. Still got Raw Shadowhawk, Spider 5V, Stalker. I think we're using one. We can definitely sell those, and we're using a Stalker, so we can sell out this one. That's a spare. Feels like we're getting close. So a Wolverine. Okay, so we're out of mechs we can sell now, potentially, unless I can get rid of the Orion K or V. Let's check my score and make sure I haven't made a horrible error. Do we still have the chassis completion? We still have the mech weight class completion, mech chassis completion. We haven't scuppered ourselves by flogging those. We're at almost 18 million. We need to generate, well, to be safe, like another 6 to 8 million from selling stuff. Let's check out our mech bay. We do not have any Orions in play. I mean, one thing we could also do is sell one of these atlases. Send it to storage. So it wouldn't be the command atlas. Would probably be the Gauss rifle one. I think that suffers a bit just with the size of the Gauss rifles. Or maybe the AC-10 one. Have a bit of a rethink about what we do with that. Let's see if we need to do that though. I'm vaguely tempted to run a lance of just 4 atlases for the fun of it, but I go back to the store. Only the black market available to us because they've frozen us out of the store, so we go to selling. Okay, next we can't sell just parts, can we? No, I think you can scrap parts for money though, maybe. I should investigate that. Okay, let's go to the equipment. So sell. Let's keep 12. Cheap arm mods, everything. Cheap arm mod, everything. 60 melee damage. That's 60 for 1 ton. Got 2 of these. One-ton ones are definitely worth it. I should make sure I can get them on that Vulcan. Sell these. Okay, assault jump jets. I've only got 3. Right, any stability damage mod. Things are bouncing around a bit here. I want to keep that mortar. I want to stick that mortar on something to test it out. 2 hit defense. Melee hit. The +1 hit defenses I probably can get rid of. Yeah, the +2 comm system resolve I can get rid of. Any TTS can go. Yeah, any and all leg mods. Yeah, that hatchet. 3 tons though. So I've got a couple of +2 hit defenses. Some assault jump jets. 50-meter view distance, they're not very good. I'll keep 2 just in case I want to stick them in something. And we got the 1 +2 injury resist cockpit mod. I think I've cleaned out. Oh, there's heat banks not either. Now the random reordering as you're selling stuff is a little disconcerting. Yeah, I've got 3 +1 hit defense gyros. We can roll those on. $356 heat sinks. Heavy jump jets. How many heat sinks should I keep? 50? I mean, 40 is enough. We get it. We'll get enough, won't we? It's almost made me a million right there. Yep, heavy jump jets. Keep 12. Yeah, that's looking a little cleaner now. Let's look at weapons. So plus crit, plus accuracy, +5 damage is good. Accuracy. See, on an AC-20, that's not necessarily terrible. Vanilla AC-10s can all go. Stability damage. Got that. Damage 1. Accuracy. Plus crit. Damage. Damage. Plus crit and stability. So we'll sell you. Any form of AC2. Sorry, admin. Keeping that OVX, I mean, that's a lot of damage. Packed into 10 tons, isn't it? Lighter than an AC-10. Now, if you're just looking for raw damage per ton, it's effectively like two SRM4 double pluses, slightly less heat, slightly more tonnage, 4 slots, and you'll need less ammo to get use out of it. Pretty cool. Hang on to that. Damage and stability. Yep, fair enough. Plus damage. Vanilla AC5 can go. LBX2, I might just kind of try that out. Vanilla AC20s can all go. AC2 ammo, I do need that if I want to try out the LBX2s. Plus stability damage on AC10s can go. We need AC10 ammo, we need LBX ammo. Of course, LBX has its own ammo type. 4 accuracy and 20 stability, that can go. AC20 ammo, we don't need that much. Hold on to 8 of it. We've got a couple of Ultra AC2s, we need AC2 ammo for that. And then, yeah, LBX2s would need its own ammo slot. Afterwards, let's look at our energy weapons. So large laser pluses with 5 damage. Yeah, we've got 5 with 5 damage and 1 accuracy. I think I need to hang on to you guys. Large pulse is 55. Plus 10 damage. Any sort of vanilla SRM can go. Anything that's just plus crit can pretty much go as well, I think. Regular SRM 6s. No call for those anymore. Oh, we're getting close, we're getting close. Plus 2 damage is not bad. Now LRM 15s can go. LRM 10 can go. And we've got 6 that are plus 2 stability damage, so I can sell the ones that are just plus 1. Yep, crit and 2 stability damage as well, so we're fine for stability damage inflicting LRMs. Ammo. Let's keep 20. 20's plenty. Just plus crit. Okay, if I'm going to keep LRM 10s, I'll keep those 4. Plus 4 damage, SRM 6s, need those. Plus 4 damage, SRM 2, useful. 8 LRM 15s that do stability damage, and that. So if I'm looking for stability damage, I may as well stick the crit percentage on top. I can kit out 2 4 LRM 15 mechs for that, so go for that. SRM ammo. Again, let's keep 20. One off LRM 10, doing plus 1 stability can go. Plus 1 damage. It's not great, but I'll hang on to it. So I don't have much plus damage, plus 25% crit, that can go. Vanilla SRM 4s. Your go. Just plus crit. Vanilla LRM 10s, all gone. I'm not a fan of the way this list keeps reordering itself every time we sell something. It's pretty annoying. Just crit. Yep. So you guys, off you go. Right, is there any LRM5 or SRM2 left on this list that is not double plus? No, I think we've sold what we need to sell. Yeah, support weapons. Sell all the regular small lasers. And how many flamers have we got? We've got 7 double plus flamers. Have an extra ammo and do some more damage. I don't think I need any regular flamers. Alright, so that's it. So now, let's go buying. And it can be ours.
New battle max available.
The Atlas 2. And we are going to replace this AC-10 toting Atlas, I think. Average range really high. Average range 3. Yes, so that I'm pretty sure is our AC, is our Gauss Atlas, and this is our AC Atlas. So we're going to send that Atlas to storage, and in comes the DHT. All right, bankruptcy projected in 24 days. But good news, we can now go to selling, and we do have this Atlas we've just put into storage, which we can flog for $1 million. And we are solvent. So now we head to the mech bay. What can we do to this monster? So what do the large lasers do? 45 damage. So not amazing. What's the durability? 1520 could be better, could be better. So similar to our other ones, we've got two we've got two ballistics points to work with, and we've got 4 energy in the arm, so we've got more energy points to work with. Let's squeeze another one here in that CT. We've got 2 missile points to work with as well. So in terms of guns, the plus 10 damage AC-10s, 12 tons each. An LBX-10, we've got a couple of Ultra AC-2s as well, which are 25 damage a pop. Got an Ultra AC-20. 1 more ton, a lot more heat. So if I can get stuff that does 60 damage across the board, or better, and I'm firing at a tagged target, that's going to help me out. Energy wires. We do have a large pulse. 55, just one of those though. And we've got the big large lasers. So we could get 4 large lasers, 2 AC5s potentially. Haven't been able to get any ultra AC5s yet. But we are lacking solid AC5s generally. And in terms of weapons, we've got 3 snub PPCs. I mean, that's kind of like a hilarious shotgun then, isn't it? Snub PPCs, SRMs. Okay. So what if we're not going for headshotting? What if we are going for chunky damage going places? Alright, so we can pull 1 double heatsink inside. Pull the heatsinks from the legs. We will, whoops, think the leg. Double heatsink leg, okay. Oops, should be dragging these off. Okay, so we should be able to pull that in here, that in here. Okay, so snub PPC, snub PPC, snub PPC. Where are LBXs at? LBX 10 autocannon. Pull that over there. Couple tons of ammo. SRM 6s. Clicked equipment there. Yeah, I think 4 double heatsinks is reasonably safe. And we need SRM ammo. Like a full snub PPC would be quite nice. So we can stick in cockpit mod, stick in heat exchanger, max armor at this point. Durability goes to 1900. We can get some more in there. Got to get another 3/4 of a ton in, so let's go 1, 2, 3. And we go 2. That leaves us 8 tons. Let's get the good hit defense gyro in there. Tuck in medium pulse laser for alpha strike. 540 damage. It's not bad. Bad. So alpha strikes 120 heat, even with the exchanger. So I think we're filling in the rest with heat sinks, aren't we? So what do we get to now? We're heat sinking 78 feet, 88 heat, and we've got 120 alpha strike. So our delta is 40 heat, 41 heat. So we're not headshotting with this, but we are applying massive damage from the side, hopefully. ER large lasers, 45 damage, which isn't really significant, unfortunately. 25 heat is not terrible. They are very long range. Well, there's our Atlas 2. Let's view it. Camera 2. Where our pattern's going to be 3. Let's go with more green, I think.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Pretty good. Yeah, it's different. This has got a half and half color scheme on it, the Valhallan one. And then this has the SBA patterning on it. Oh, the Atlas 2 have the SBA patterning. All the Valhalla patterning. Let's make it the modified terrifying one. And then the 7D we can swap to Valhalla. All right. So what's going to benefit more from the heatsink? I mean, this Warhammer might benefit from a double heatsink. Actually, no, its heat efficiency is pretty good now. I might stick it in the King Crab. All that heatsink. Got 3 double heat sinks that can go in. All right, 1, 2, and 3. 2 and 3. So that can shoot just a lot more frequently.
Logged and noted. Shouldn't be too hard.
All right, so we get those 2 guys back in 14 days, and let's do this archer. So we're looking for the archer to work with the scouting Kintara that fires a narc beacon at someone. So durability 1040. That's not amazing. It's not terrible. One thing I should check as well here is like a view store option. Maybe not. Let's just have a quick look and see if there's... I was so blown away by the Atlas 2 being there. Check out the black market. I just want to see if there's any good weapons. Ability damage. Not what we need. Oh, that's a good medium pulse laser. That's a good ER medium laser, but we spent our monies. It's only a bonus to stability damage. That doesn't seem that good. So right, let's run. As soon as we get plus damage LRM 20, I think that's going in the archer. Until then, we're just going to have to settle for less effective LRM. So we've got a plus 2 damage LRM 20. Go with a missilery suite. And for the other, yeah, it may as well be the crit bonus and the stability damage bonus. In terms of weapons, I think we can get by with a couple medium lasers in the arms. We're going to need 4 tons of LRM ammo. Oh, why didn't I put the really good cockpit mod in the Atlas? Missed it. What's the heat efficiency like? Pretty bad, isn't it? What do these do? They're 18 heat, so it's 36 heat for firing just the LRM 20, so that's okay. We can mitigate a lot of that, I feel. Let's go with 3 medium lasers, then. And we're going to need the ammo. LRM ammo. 120 rounds. So I think we're going to go with 4 tons. And we can then go for another ton of armor, so a quarter ton left. It's like 20 points, isn't it? We're up to the max of 150 on the side torsos. So can't quite get 90 everywhere unless we drop to 190 on the front. We go to 170, get to 95. Yeah, no, that's all right. So what, the durability is now 1120. For an LRM mech, that's fine. So that, the Stalker, the Command Atlas, and a Scouting Kintara, they can rain a lot of firepower down on something that we want to hit.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
Okay, so all that being done, next thing to do is to travel somewhere in the Oregon Coalition so we can get down to Independence for the next flashpoint. So what's the, like, if we go here, take me around south, Goldra, 2.5 skulls should give me plenty of missions to take. Gangtok also 2.5 skull. Elliot 2.5 skulls, 30 days, 25 days. I think we have travelled there, unfortunately. Regis Roost we hadn't been to. 2.5 skull. Small pop. Telon. Goldra's got a mega city. It's got research as a tag, which is pretty good. It's 32 days out. We can do that without going bankrupt. All of our mechs will be ready. And we'll have to make enough money there to not go under, which I feel like we can do. And then from Goldra, we should be able to drop down to Independence fairly easily. Itron, we might not be able to take enough contracts on, unfortunately. So let's go here and hope we can take plenty of Arana restoration missions. Yeah, 25 days isn't a difference. Here we go.
Our nest egg is just about gone, Commander.
Okay, yep. It's been a while since I've heard that from Darius. Phantom Pain. Asked by the medbay, you spot Duke wrestling a medical monitor from a medtech. You need to take a second look. Duke presses her hand against her stomach and winces. I know something is wrong. I feel like I'm dying. You pause in the doorway. What is going on here? Duke relinquishes the monitor and the medtech clears her throat. Duke's complaints of abdominal pain are purely neurological. Phantom pain, Commander. There's nothing to treat. We've checked. Please, Commander, I'm not making this up. Duke takes a deep breath. If you authorize an exploratory surgery or another examination, I know the medtechs will find something. Let's order the medtechs to perform exploratory surgery. You know your body, Duke. You jab a finger at the medtech. Perform exploratory surgery immediately. I want answers. Hours later, you find Duke in the medbay. The medtechs let me keep a souvenir. Turns out this thing was hiding behind my liver. Sitting up in bed, she holds up a jar with a fist-sized lump of flesh floating inside. You examine it with a mix of curiosity and disgust. Oh, that's no way to go out, mech warrior. Thanks to you, I'll live to fight another day. The medtechs say I'm cleared for combat once the painkillers wear off. Duke smiles and then turns serious for a moment. You saved my life, Duke. I won't forget that. You saved my life. I won't forget that. I owe you, Commander. The Duke's now commendable, which is nice.
We're nearly broke, Commander.
Yep, I know. So we can pay that financial report. Just hope we don't have any events that cost us sea bills.
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
So our work orders are done. Things are getting pretty tight money-wise.
Got a new financial report for you, Commander.
All right, so we keep on keeping on. 8 days. So we're going to be left with 22 days. So we need enough. We need to make enough money to make it past the next paycheck. I'm hoping there's loads of contracts we can do
We're
here.
almost completely out of cash.
Yep. New holovids. Yoga's current budget includes a line item for crew entertainment, so after polling, the morning briefing for preferences, Darius places an order. Soon a shipment of popular new holovid chips from Gold arrives, a mix of action, historical drama, horror, scribble comedies, and animated features. Happens if you reserve the private screening room for the senior staff. That's probably not good for morale. Let's just schedule a regular holovid night. Okay, Darius instructs the staff to convert the lounge into one massive holovid theatre one night each week. The next showing, a random draw from the chip stack, schedules an episode of the campy political thriller Undercover. Falcon and Shivers end up getting into a contentious debate on the political history of the period, especially the role of the territorial states of the Star League. Alright. So, well, Falcon, high spirits, that's alright. Don't mind one pilot having low spirits, especially one I'm not using. Okay, we're on Goldra.
Our nest egg is just about...
Looks like we've arrived, Commander.
What have they got in the store? We ain't spending any money because we can't afford to. Yeah, I mean, there's loads of mech parts. Maybe decent small lasers, targeting systems, LBX ammo. Fine. Let's have a look at the contract situation here. Great, loads of 3 skull ones we can do. versus Torian versus Pirates. And we should be able to generate enough from those in terms of rep to be able to take on the 3.5 skull ones before we go as well. Great, so we will be able to do enough contracts to not go broke, and we've got our Atlas 2 all primed and ready to go. Looks mean. 540 damage Alpha Strike. It's not the highest I've seen, but it's not bad. It's yeah, it was higher than anything else I've got at the moment. So, yep, that's pretty scary. So what, if you've been watching, sorry it's been a bit of a slow one this time, with most of it being buying and selling gear to make that Atlas. Next time it's going to be all contracts, and then after we've cleared out the contracts here, we're off to do the next flashpoint in the unknown origin campaign. So if you've been watching, thanks for watching, thanks for sticking with me. Feel free to catch up on the other episodes on the YouTube channel, and I will catch you next time. Till then, take care.